Let's quickly compare and contrast the three budgeting apps. So I want to talk about Reckon Money, Empower, and Quicken. So here's a review I want you to pay attention to. So I want to first start with Reckon Money. And the thing is that when you think about Reckon Money, I want you to think about one of the best finance apps right now. I mean, the app used to be called Truebill back in the days. And what we love about Reckon Money is that you are able to track and display all the monthly subscriptions you're paying for. That way you can find and cancel the subscriptions you're no longer interested in, right? Think about it. You know, when you think about trying to save money, you really want to go to the nitty gritty and really understand what kind of expenses are sucking your money. And so we love that too. And so we love that. We love the fact that Record Money is helping you actually figure out those, I would say, useless or no more interesting subscriptions. And also, there are other features in the app that are pretty good. For example, you can track and categorize your spending and put your savings on autopilot. Okay, so when you think about Record Money, I want you to think about certain pros and a few cons. Let's talk about the pros. You can actively avoid spending on subscriptions you no longer use. You can track your spendings. You can have a clear idea where your money is going, which is really important when we talk about personal finance. That's the foundation, right? That's the foundation of everything. And you can boost your savings automatically. And what are some of the detriments that we really think are bummers when it comes to Rocket Money? First of all, you have additional fees for premium features, and you have additional fees for bill negotiation also. So they're charging you like twice, okay? So, but hey, listen, it's definitely worth it, because when you think about pricing, they're charging you about the minimum amount of $3.50 per month, but it's really worth it. So I want to quickly talk about the features that you can expect to really see with Record Money. Some of the features. So you have financial monitoring. So that's what I talked about when I said the bills that are not important to you anymore. You can just cancel them. You can cancel them out. You have the fees also. So basically, the Record Money will help you negotiate some fees, but also do some bill negotiation. So you can really sort of like reduce your overall spending. And you can also identify your subscription options, among other things. Okay. So when you think about Record Money, I want you to think about a financial GPS, if you will, that gives you a clear idea where your money is and where it's going. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. So when we talk about Record Money, so you need to understand, if for any reason you don't like Record Money, or you think it's not really worth it, you can actually try a few finance apps. Okay, a few personal finance apps. For instance, Mint, which is basically being transitioned from Intuit. I mean, basically Mint is being transitioned to Credit Karma. But I mean, so Credit Karma is kind of interesting too. You have Spendy. I mean, Spendy is a budgeting app. I mean, you don't hear a lot about Spendy, but they're pretty good too. I mean, they have good features for families, for couples, okay, or even roommates who are trying to track their shared spending. This is kind of cool. So we love that. And what we love about Spendy is that you are able to track your spending in different currencies. So this is really good. So yeah, those two are pretty good. So when you think about Record Money, I want you to think about an app that is very easy to sign up for. You can actually go into the App Store or Google Play and follow the sign up steps. You can also sign via the Record Money website with your name and email address. Pretty simple. It took us, when we did it, took us about 30 seconds. It's very straightforward. Okay. So one thing I want you to really remember before you think about going to a Record Money is that Record Money is really best for people who are people who want to stop spending on subscriptions, unnecessary subscriptions. If you want to have insights on your spending, overall spending, and you want to really lower your bills. Okay. So in other words, basically Record Money, they find you better rates for phone, internet, cable, or other services without removing any features you currently pay for. So overall, we love this app a lot because it's really worth it. Basically, the Record Money is trustworthy. They've been around for a while now. They do charge fees. They do charge fees in certain circumstances. And if you were to ask us whether Record Money or Mint, Record Money is better than Mint, we would say, well, they are basically they're a transition to Mint anyway. But if you were to ask me, Record Money or Credit Karma, we really are slightly in favor of Rocket Money. Also, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Rocket Money versus Empower versus Quicken. I want to talk to you now about the second app that of today's conversation. So we have Empower, right? So basically, Empower is another budgeting app that's really good, that's really fast, and we love the granularity that comes with Empower. And the cool thing here is that you basically can really see at a glance where your money is going, but also most importantly, how you can track it over time. Okay. And so what we love about Empower is that Empower is not just a budgeting app. It's basically also a payday app. In other words, Empower in some circumstances can actually front paycheck funds to users. Okay. So this is kind of cool. And you can have like a credit line that goes from $200 to $1,000. So this is really good. And through that, you can rebuild credit if you are in that category of, let's say, users who need to rebuild their credit. I want to quickly talk to you about the pros and cons of Empower. So when you think about Empower, the pros that I want you to really focus on, you have cash advances with no interest or fees. You have flexible eligibility criteria with no credit check. And you have payments that are reported to credit bureaus, which will help you build credit history. So they are reporting payments to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Okay. And so what about the cons here? Because nobody's perfect. So, and neither is Empower. So the cons here, you have cash advances that are limited to $250 all the way to $1,000. You have a subscription fee of $8 per month. And so you need the Empower card to get cash advances funds instantly for free. Okay. So when you think about Empower is best for folks who have limited credit history. Because a credit check is not required for the cash advance. So you may qualify even if you're new to credit or rebuilding credit. So Empower is great for folks who earn a regular paycheck, because Empower may consider your bank deposits and spending habits to make a decision on whether you qualify for a cash advance. And Empower is also maybe great for folks who need money before payday. So using Empower for a cash advance could help you could help you actually cover extra costs for smaller bills when you are running low on cash. So pretty good. Now, Empower is not right for people who do not have a bank account, because Empower requires you to have a bank account to sign up. People who are under the age of 18, you need to be 18 or older, 18 years of age to use Empower. And if you need to borrow a large sum, Empower credit lines could be too small if you need to consolidate debt or finance a major purchase. So, but yeah, when you think about Empower Cash Advance, Empower Card, and Empower Thrive. Now, let me talk to you about how the Empower app works. The thing here is that signing up for the Empower app is pretty simple. So what you want to do is you want to download the app, right? So you can go, so it's free though. You can download the app for free at the Apple Store, Apple App Store, or Google Play Store. And you want to sign up for the app. So they'll ask you a few questions to verify your identity. In some cases, you may need to submit additional information to sign up. And that process can take up to 3 days. For additional verification, you might be asked for documents like a passport, driver's license, state ID, or military ID. And what you want to do here is you need to link account. So you'll be asked to link your bank account to the app, and your banking history may be used to determine your credit eligibility. So they're not really checking your FICO score, your Experian credit score, or your TransUnion or your Equifax. They're checking your banking history. And then you can get a cash advance. So if you are eligible for a cash advance, the option to get one will be available in the app. If you don't get offered a cash advance, Empower will tell you ways to qualify. And then you have to repay your cash advance. So on your payday, the amount of the advance is automatically drawn from your account. And then you can review your eligibility for future cash advances if you want to get part of your next paycheck early. So this is kind of cool. It's a great app that really gives you a lot of possibilities. So when you think about Empower, you're not just thinking about an app that helps you budget, an app that helps you figure out where your money is going. You also have an app that gives you, not gives you, that lends you potentially up to $1,000. Okay, but yeah, so in that category, Empower is actually competing with other players, not just Rocket Money. You have Empower competing with the likes of Earning, for instance, and and also Money Lion. Okay, so when you think about Earning, for instance, Earning it actually advances you up to $750 per pay period and $100 per day for hours you have already worked, which is higher than the 250 to 800 to 1,000 you can get from Empower, right? Because the 250 to 1,000, the average is about 500. And like Empower, Earning requires no credit check and has no interest or fees. And also, another player I want to share with you is Money Lion. So Money Lion offers a cash advances on up to $500 with no interest, monthly fee, or credit check, which can make it a more affordable option than the Empower app when you need quick money. However, initial cash advances start at just $25, and you have to unlock higher amounts with regular deposits into a linked external accounts. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Rocket Money versus Empower versus Quicken. Let's talk about Quicken here. I mean, Quicken may be the finance app that's known to most people. And so when you think about Quicken, I want you to think about granularity, like details, very, very important. But there are a few things that really make Quicken an all-around sort of a personal finance app. First thing, you have automatic expense categorization. So basically, what expenses that are really sucking your money, right? So with Quicken, that's done automatically. Okay, and the cool thing here is that you know exactly that Quicken is analyzing expenses from any account you link, so bank accounts, credit cards, and assigns them to the category it detects. Okay, so that's the first thing, automatic expense categorization. You also have budget tracking. So what we love about Quicken is that you have sophisticated budgeting tools within the app, and so you're able to automatically have a custom budget based on your recurring expenses. You can then tailor this budget to fit your needs. You also have retirement planning. So if you go with Quicken, you are able to plan your retirement. And what we love about Quicken is that everything is done from a simple, straightforward dashboard. So in terms of UX or UI, really fantastic. You don't need to have a PhD in financial management to understand how personal finance works. Another feature that we love is property management. So so there's a dashboard. You don't have to be like if you're a landlord, it would be really interesting. Even if you're not a landlord, you can manage your property, even if you are a tenant. Okay, that's how sophisticated this tool is. But overall, so when you think about Quicken, think about variety, think about granularity, think about comprehensiveness, and think about speed. Very important. One thing I want to say here is that when you think about Quicken, first of all, as I said before, Quicken has been around for like longer than Empower or Rocket Money. So Quicken is definitely legit. Okay, it is one of the most popular personal finance tools ever, with more than 20 million customers over 4 decades. I said 4 decades. That's 40 years. Okay, so Quicken is basically a household name in our view, and it consistently ranks highly in personal finance software comparisons. Okay, and so Quicken is really secure, no doubt about it. I mean, very, very secure. We're talking about, first of all, in addition to its popularity, which means many other people trust the service, Quicken advertises the 256-bit encryption security and ad-free business model. Okay, that means Quicken does not sell your personal data, which is really important in this day and age. Okay, and so the question is, does Quicken have a free trial? No, you're gonna have to pay for stuff. Quicken does not have a free trial. It does actually offer a 30-day money back guarantee after purchasing. So if there is any aspect of the platform you're not happy with, you can actually ask for a refund, if you will. But another thing I want to say here is that you cannot invest through Quicken. So while Quicken lets you link investment and retirement accounts, You can now place trades or open up a new account on Quicken. I'm talking here about a new brokerage account. Okay, so Quicken is really for expense categorization, expense monitoring. It's really a budgeting app. In terms of pricing, you have with Quicken, you have all kinds of versions. You have the deluxe, you have the premier, you have the home and business. We have actually covered this on another show. But one thing I want to say here is that when you think about the deluxe, this is basically the all-in-one tool that allows you to have basically automatic expense and income categorization, custom savings goals, what-if analysis, suggestions based on spending history, checking, savings, credit card, brokerage, asset and loan, account support. You have projected cash flow, and you have basic tax reports. So overall, the deluxe and premier for us are a little more comprehensive. But hey, listen, if you have a business, you might want to try the home and business also. This one, it goes a little higher because it has all of the above. You have business reports, rental property reports. You can track business or rental income and expense with IRS categories. You have also custom invoices, and you can also track accounts payable, accounts receivable, P&L, cash flow, so on and so forth. So before I close this show, I want to quickly talk to you about the pros and cons of Quicken. So when you think about Quicken, first of all, the pros. You have automatic expense categorization and ability to customize proposed budget that really helps you have a robust, easy spending management policy. You have the ability to directly link investment accounts onto a single platform that includes scenario modeling, which basically simplifies the whole retirement planning exercise. You have separation of business finances and personal finances with strong functionality in both areas, which is really great for small businesses, entrepreneurs, and the self-employed. And you also have one of the pros is that this tool is very popular, and it has high grade security and also an ad-free business model. What about the cons here? Well, it is more expensive than other personal finance tools. You have the advanced features might be overwhelming at first, and there's no free trial. So, hey, listen, there is a learning curve, a steep learning curve to account for here. Let me talk to you about a few pro tips before we give you our decision here. So when you think about a personal finance app, there are a few things you need to really pay attention to so that you are sure that you are getting the right app. First of all, you want to look for integrations with payment services because people often keep multiple bank accounts and credit cards, and therefore it's hard to find what you need when carrying around so much clutter. So linking those accounts to a budgeting app helps them manage their money in one location and gives you, the owner, so this is your money, of course, not people's money, but your money, and gives you a thorough picture of your finances. You also have data visualization. So basically you want to have a clear and accurate user interface with the app that you are going for. And stunning data visualization can be the key to helping users better grasp information and make more informed financial decisions. It can be really achieved by using attractive charts, infographics, and dashboards to help users better grasp information and manage finances. You also have AI-powered financial assistance. So you want to make sure that you have a budgeting app that has artificial intelligence so that it's able to stand out from other money and spending monitoring tools. Okay, you want to have this sort of advantage. So you also want to think about gamification. So gamification features in the budgeting app improve user engagement and encourage users to interact with the app more frequently. You may include aspects such as point system defined goals, prizes, and milestones to keep users engaged and help them reach their savings goals in a more effective manner. You want to have a strong security in the app that you're going for. You want to manage your bills properly. This is really important. You also want to think about notifications. And you also have a user login. So basically, you want to make sure that your app cannot be accessible to somebody who's not really, let's say, registered with the app. In other words, you want to, because see, when we talk about personal finance app, that's money, right? That's your money. That's your inflows and your outflows. So you want to make sure that you or only you or any other person you have authorized can actually access your financial data. So after analyzing Rocket Money, Empower, and Quicken, we decided to choose our winner is Quicken. We think that Quicken is more versatile, is more comprehensive, so we chose Quicken. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.